Okay.
Good morning to our viewers, observers, and representation line. To my fellow members of the committee, to the BACI, the committee, to the BACI Secretariat, and the service staff. Today we will have a pre-meeting conference of one goods and services and four city works. For goods and services, namely, procurement, installation of office equipment and supplies to be used for DPWH District Engineering Office, Barangay Tacloban-Baybay City, Leyte. And for good and for civil works, we have four, namely network development, construction of bypass and diversion roads, Hindang bypass road, Leyte, asset preservation, rehabilitation, reconstruction, road which slips, slope collapse, and landslide. Primary roads, Tacloban-Baybay South Road, kilometer 0987 plus 468, kilometer 0987 plus 498, and kilometer 1001 plus 275, to kilometer 1001 plus 305. The third one is the construction of water supply system, Barangay, Burubud-an, Abuyog, Leyte, and the last one is the construction, completion, a multi-purpose building Barangay San Isidro, Abuyog, Leyte. But before we proceed to our activities for today, let us first determine the committee call. So Mr. Bob, Secretary, kindly start the protocol.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, the committee, the technical working group, and everyone else present this morning. As a matter of procedure, please stay present and raise your right hand once your name is called to acknowledge your attendance and determine quorum. In the Bids and Awards Committee, we have the chairperson, Engineer Delphine Jr., present. The vice chairperson, Engineer Johnson Isidro, present. Regular members, Mr. Mark Luis Cristiano, present. And Engineer Rinaldo Pinacera, present. And we also have provisional members, Engineer Rene Yan, present. And Engineer Abulina Di Bolabola, present. For the technical working group, we have the head, Engineer Mike J. Pilola, present. The assistant head, Engineer Jeffrey Africana, present. Members, Engineer Sam John C. Catolico, present. And Engineer Karen Joy G. Ramos. For the secretariat, yours truly, Engineer Manuel Marisacro, BACSEC member for civil works, Engineer Noel A. Cornetes, present. BACSEC member for goods and services, Mrs. Tisha Adeline J. Catolico, present. And you have BACSEC staff, Engineer Azelan Becerra, present. Ms. Maria Desiree Joseph, Ms. Maria de Ruben A. Loreto, and Mrs. Remedios B. Bunduno. So, Mr. Chair, for this pre-meeting conference, 6 out of 7 members of the committee are present and there is a quorum. We also have to acknowledge one representative from the respective leader who is currently watching our live stream. Ms. Shai from Israel. So, Mr. Chair, we are now live streaming our official YouTube channel. We also have a video recording for backup purposes. And observers are duly notified in writing but can attend the meeting. That's all.
So thank you, Mr. Bob, Secretary. But please name the English agenda for today's proceeding.
So for this pre-meeting conference, Mr. Chair, there are 4 civil works and 1 goods and services. So the agenda are as follows. Number 1, a brief presentation or explanation by the BAC of the basic contract data, including all requirements for the bidding process. The second agenda will be the questions or comments from our respective leaders, if there are any. Agenda 3, other matters. 4, summary of proceedings, including any supplemental or bid bulletins that will be issued by the BAC. That's all I said.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary. The purpose of this pre-meeting conference is to qualify and address the various issues and technical and financial components of the project, and to ensure that the bidders fully understand the operating case requirements, and to ensure that the bidders know the changes or amendments in bidding documents. Reminder to those prospective bidders watching the live stream broadcast any statement made in the previous conference is not modified in terms of the meeting documents unless such statement is specifically identified in writing as an official addendum to a bid supplemental quality. Also, the pre-bidding conference is an opportunity for the prospective bidders to request clarifications about the bidding documents. However, such requests must be followed up in writing and must respond in writing to the issuance of posting a bid supplemental bulletins according to the following websites: www.philips.gov.ph and www.dpwh.gov.ph. So let's go now to the first, the goods and services, which is the procurement, installation of office equipment and supplies to be used for Leyte District Engineering Office, Barangay Burubud-an, City Leyte, with contract ID number 24GIG18, with approved budget for the contract of 6,500,000 pesos only. So it will be presented by our administrative officers in charge of this procurement. So let's just go now. Mr. Mark Santillo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning once again. I will discuss this procurement of goods with contract ID 24GIG18. Procurement, installation of office equipment, supplies to be used for Leyte District Engineering Office, Barangay Baybay, City Leyte. With contract duration or delivery of goods is required within 120 calendar days. This is a procurement of number 1, 18P IR varifocal OLED network camera. Full mount bracket, number 2, of OLED camera. Number 3, waterproof junction box. Number 4, 18P IR focal zoom network camera. Number 6, 10 terabytes HDD. Number 7, the IP phones, Ali 300 dual gigabit enterprise. This phone with coordinate handset, dual stack, in which is IP 3.5 inch, 320 by 240 color display, HD audio, 2 USB-C, sheets without network cable, and 1 telephone license for new OXO Connect systems. Software assurance mandatory. Number 8, the Ali 100 alphabetic keyboard, 30 words. Or Ali 300, Ali 400, or Ali 500. Enterprise desk phone. Number 9, straight cable, RG45, length is 3 millimeter. Number 10, the data switch. Data switch, POA 48 ports, POL to manage switch. Number 11, ancillary materials and services to include delivery, installation, testing, commissioning, and 1 year maintenance support plus 2 years native warranty. Remote communication device for info. Number 12, services for the installation of structure cabling for 64 IP cameras. Structure cabling components. Number 13, category 6A, shielded 24 port, punch panel with shutter, cable management system, and equipped with shielded snap in the connectors with disc light indicators. Number 14, floor wall mounted cabinet, 42 RU with power strip, fan, cable manager, and knockout holes. Number 15, punch guide for punch panel, 1 RU metal. Number 16, F5TP, FFTP cable, category 6A, AWG 23, 4 pairs, 500 enroll, LSZH outer sheet, fire retardant, 500 gigahertz bandwidth, capacity up to 100 meters, NVP to up to NVP greater than 74%. Number 17, RG45, category 6A, shielded connector with test light indicators. Number 18, full box 8 by 8 powder coated. Number 19, 3/4 diameter PVC. Number 20, moldings, fittings, nuts, and bolts, tie wire, cables, ties, and other installation accessories, including metal, grease bolts. And 21, services for installation of structural cabling for CC2 IP cameras. To the committee, to ensure the authenticity, the manpower must have proper trainings with certifications and the warranty. I would recommend to the committee these requirements in the special condition of contracts. Number 1, conduits for structured network cabling must be embedded, molded to the wall similar to the conduits for the electrical. Number 2, active equipment components and accessories supplied for the communication network must be compatible with the existing DPWH communication network. All active components must be at least warranty of 3 years. Number 3, in lieu of the utilizing cable trays for the structural network cabling, PVC pipes are mostly recommended. Number 4, network structural cabling components must be at least warranty of 15 years. Number 5, new equipment should be configured, commissioned by the supplier according to the DPWH standard network design. Number 6, 1 to 5. Items 1 to 5 must be compliant with the standard specification issued by the IMS. Number 7, the supplier or the contractor is required to provide manufacturer certificate directly to the vendor authorizing the supplier contractor to sell. So with A, PAPX and switches, manufacturer's authorization or MAP from Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise. Letter B, ECFP certification for OXO systems, and letter C, ECFP certification for Omni switches. That would be all, Mr. Chair.
So, any other additional with regards to the unique?
I think, Mr. Chair, the one I mentioned, number 1 to 7 is enough, or it depends on the committee, Mr. Chair, there is additional.
So,
Mention manufacturer certificate, number 7.
so we will issue, so we will be holding.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I recommend that we will issue to.
Okay, so, DWH, mind for issuing that holding that certain goods and services. So, any other clarification, suggestion, question? The same. DWH. So, para na, let's go now to the Abuyog, Mr. Sambino. So let's go now to the 4 civil works projects. The first one is the network development construction of bypass and bypass road, Leyte. Contract ID number 25ID0046, located at Hindang, Leyte, with the project for the contract of 19,599,945 pesos for the contract duration 129 calendar days to be checked by the chief planning and site engineer Sabino. So we start now with Sabino.
For the first project under contract ID number 25IG0046. The network development Hindang bypass is included in the AIP Net 2025 under the project ID P00906931 BS. Preparing the title. Network Development dash Construction by dash Pass and Diversion Loads dash Hindang by dash Pass Road, Leyte. The title is correct, there, and with regards to the amount, 19 million is in the application of 20 million. So the ABC is 19,599,945 with contract duration of 129,000.
For this particular contract, modified by GZ 12.6, its main major categories of work falls under the RCG or the roads construction ground with a total dimension of 0.217 kilometers. And its similar major categories of work are RCA, RCP, RRA, RRP, and RRD. And for this particular contract, there is no supplemental bulletin issued as of today.
Okay, thank you for apologies. So, the material, the meeting, any further suggestions, clarifications, questions about the same civil works project? So far as none. Thank you for waiting on this one. So let's go now to the second civil works project, which is the asset preservation, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and road, slip, slope collapse, and landslide, primary roads, Tacloban-Baybay South Road, kilometer 097 plus 468 to kilometer 097 plus 498, and kilometer 1001 plus 275 to kilometer 1001 plus 35 with contract ID number 25 ID 0047 located at Barangay Villa Solidaridad and Barangay DPWH Leyte with approved budget for the contract of 20,322,090 pesos and 55 centavos with a contract duration of 212 calendar days. We will now start the chief planning.
So for the second project under contract ID number 252007, this project is under the category of rehabilitation / construction of roads, slopes, collapse, and landslide secondary roads. For information, this is not indicated in the EIP 2025 based on depth, but as released in the HGAL House Bill number 1080, as requested for the original project for this is the 29,737,000 and within the Abuyog. So this was requested for the data. It was changed to two sections. The Abuyog was already advertised, and now for this one, Tacloban-Baybay. So as per title, asset preservation / rehabilitation / reconstruction of roads with slips, slope, collapse, and landslide - primary roads Tacloban-Baybay South Road P097 plus 468 P097 plus 490, A001/275 A1001/25. The title is correct.
Okay. So as far as the chief planning has deliberated, committee members of the committee, any suggestions, clarifications?
For this particular contract, its major category of work goes under the RCSPS or the roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures with total dimension of 0.06 kilometers or 60 meters. With similar major categories of work, FPS, which are PHC and FHD. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Engineer Cornelis. So far, any suggestions from my fellow members? And so far, so the back to the meeting. No supplemental community solution. So far as none, let's go to the third one, which is the construction of water supply system, Barangay Burubud-an, Abuyog, Leyte, with contract ID number 35IG 0040, located at Barangay Burubud-an, Abuyog, Leyte, approved budget in the contract of 4,949,249 pesos and 16 centavos, with a contract duration of 60 calendar days. So, keep planning start now.
For the third project under contract ID 25IG0048, the project is included in the FY 2025 BIP based on that under the BIP, Basic Infrastructure Program, that's public water supply system. So, with regards to the title, construction of water supply system, Barangay Burubud-an, Abuyog, Leyte. Title is correct. And with regards to the ABC, based on the innovation 5 million, and the ABC is 4949,249.16. With contract duration of 60 calendars.
For this contract, its major categories of work is WSL1 or the water supply, level 1, with a total dimension of 3,782 linear meters. With similar major categories of work of WSL2 and 3 or the water supply level 2 and 3 and FHW or flood control water supply.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Cornelis. So, any suggestions, clarifications, or questions? So the PWG, so far. So let's go now to the last one, which is the construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Isidro, Abuyog, Leyte, with contract ID number 25IG0049, located at Barangay Isidro, Abuyog, Leyte. Approved budget for the contract of 2,969,990 pesos and 34 centavos, with contract duration of 90 calendar days. So, Mr. Chief Planning, we will now start.
For the last project for today, we contract ID number 35IG0049. It is also included in our FY 2025 EIP program based on that under the project ID of P00936993. The Basic Infra Program BIP, multi-purpose building. So the title for this project, construction, close open parenthesis completion, o multi-purpose building, Barangay San Isidro, Abuyog, Leyte. Title is Reconstruction. With regards to the application of 3 million, the UC is 2,969,990.34. With contract duration 90 calendar days.
For this contract, it is BIC, WOPLC, or Building Construction Without Pipe, Low to Rise, with comfort frame 1 to 5 stories. With the dimension of only one story, with a similar major category support of BIH, BIM, and BIL. And for this, there is no supplemental within issue for this contract.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Comites, President Gutierrez. So, any suggestions, clarifications, questions with regards to the just the related completion of the project? None? None? Any suggestion, community completion? None, okay. So, Engineer Pinola, briefly discuss the requirements of bidding documents to be submitted by the bidder and criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary submission of bids, detailed bid evaluation of bids, and post-qualification award. We will now begin.
Brief discussion of the two development system. Proposed procurement of civil works and goods and services. Respective vendors shall submit reviews to the authorized facility using the forms supplied in the DPWH to supply sealed bidding works. First shall be the technical component, and the second, the financial component. Vendors must submit one additional copy of the first and second components to exclude, aside from the original copy. These two envelopes shall then be enclosed together in one envelope labeled original bid. The same instructions of the copy of the that all envelopes will be contained the name of the contract. Indicating the name and address of the bidder, address to the procurement of this copy. We are wondering will not open before the date and time and they will bid opening the opening of this. For the first envelope, technical component, first requirements, the Belgium's registration certificate, platinum membership. This must be in accordance with section 8.5 of the revised IRRRA 9184. And is required for both procurement of civil works and goods and services. For the procurement of civil works, the next requirement is the technical license and registration. Another requirement is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. It's required for both procurement of civil works and goods and services. Non-disclosure of ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, and signing the contract agreement shall be ground for clarification. Another requirement is the statement of SLCC, which is required for both procurement of civil works and goods and services. Procurement of civil works, bidders must have an SLCC that is similar to the contract review and must be at least 50% of the APC. And that the SLCC should be scored in the procuring entities or project owner certificate of final acceptance. Contractors' performance for using system finally being based satisfactory. On the other hand, for procurement of goods and services, the SLCC must be at least 50% of the ABC use of non-expendable goods, 25% for expendable goods. That should be supported by the end user's acceptance, which can be in the form of certification or official receipts. The next requirement is the implementation of financial contracting capacity, the FCC. is required for both procurement of civil works or goods and services and must be equal to the approved budget for a contract basis. The procurement of goods and services differs for a community time period that the same must be equal to at least 10% of the industry. Another requirement is the bid security. Bid and bid security shall be valid at the 120 calendar days. A bid that accompanied by an acceptable bid security shall be injected with a security as time as This is required for both procurement of civil works and goods and services. The next requirement for the procurement of civil works is the project requirements, which shall include the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, the list of contractors, key personnel for this requirement. Only accredited project engineers may be assigned to bid those projects. Bidders are now required to submit as part of their technical component and the project requirements. A DPWH certificate of completion or proof of DPWH completion of their elected project engineers, as per DEO 148 series of DPWH. And the list of contractors which are different periods. These are all these are the purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership, certification of the project equipment of the producer, and duration of the project is same as for the rest of the factors. For the procurement of goods and services, the typical specifications, which may include production of the delivery schedule, manpower requirements, after sales service and parts. Finally, the last requirements under technical component is the labor work item. It is required for both procurement of civil works and goods and services. Bidders will use or adapt the latest form of the labor work statement issued with the GPPP. For the second below, the financial component for procurement of civil works, this includes the bid form, bid prices in the bill of quantities, sum of the bid prices, detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used to coming up with the bid, and cash flow required for schedule. On the other hand, for the procurement of goods and services, the contents of the second bill are original, good design, and accomplished financial report, and original good design and accomplished price schedules. That's all the statement.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chief DPWH. So, Mr. Secretary, considering that there are no prospective bidders in person, how will the bidders make their respective concerns and clarifications?
In the prospective bidders, Mr. Chair, may raise their concerns in writing by sending an email in the official email address as provided in the invitation to bid at least 10 calendar days before the deadline for the submission of the bids. That's all.
Okay. So, my fellow members of the committee, are there other concerns to be discussed with regards to this specific projects and goods and services? So, PWG, no supplementary policy except for that one goods and services,
Mr. Chair.
so the civil works projects is not. Okay, so Mr. Secretary,
Just an information, Mr. Chair, to our prospective suppliers. As discussed earlier, there may be possibly 3 or 4 provisions of the bidding documents that are amended. So number 1 will be the additional requirements for completion of the contract. So there will be an additional requirements as discussed by the chief with the administrative section. Also, the special conditions for the contract, particularly in the warranty, it will be amended, and the technical specification. We also have additional requirements as well as the manpower requirement for certain certifications. So we will issue and post the supplemental bulletins later today. Hopefully it will be approved by the chair. That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bob Secretary. So to reiterate, only part of the bidding documents or for an interpretation must be writing, submitted to the BAC, the preparing entity concerned, just 10 calendar days before the client sent for the submission and receive the bids. The BAC shall respond to the request by issuing a bid bulletin being signed by the BAC and person to remain available to all those who have properly secured the bidding documents at least 7 calendar days before the deadline for submission and receive the bids. So far, as there are no other clarifications to be concerned and clarified, we need motion to close.
I hope to close this bidding conference.
So this now, pre-bidding conference is adjourned. And good morning again.